Namaste everyone. A very warm welcome to Satsang today. Sadguru Shri Moji Ji ki Jai. The seeker guy, the seeker identity is the most serious, painful friend to have. It's always. And then when it says, oh, I'm on the spiritual path, I must always be happy. Then inwardly it's still, but outwardly it's saying. And what is the main story behind this seeker guy? That I know something, or I still don't know something. There's some ultimate secret which I will discover one day. Very popular in India, especially. Because it's so popular to hear these stories that the master, he just, we sing bhajans together for 10 years, we just do a lot of service, we feed people like that. Then he takes you into one cave, and from that cave, inside that cave, there's a secret vault or something. And out comes this book which has the secret of the universe. Uh, so after 10 years like that, then the secret of the universe is revealed. And it's very popular for us in India to, especially to have these kind of concepts. There's something they are not telling me yet. But when you come to satsang like this, we start by saying you are free, you are God, you are that awareness from which even consciousness is born. There are no secrets here. And yet, you want to mentally own this idea. You want to mentally own the idea of freedom or mentally own the idea of God instead of checking for what is true. We want to know it just conceptually. And after knowing it conceptually, we want to feel that way as a sort of confirmation. You must look at this together because this happens a lot of times where we feel like I know something, I found my freedom, I discovered I am God, and then I want to feel like that. I want to feel that way, and I still don't feel that way. That means that I haven't really got it. Neither of those two things are needed. To either think that way or to feel that way is not what we are talking about. God does not feel a certain way. All feelings are his or hers. So is it that only joy, bliss, happiness, these belong to God? And anger, lust, frustration, irritation, guilt, pride, all these belong to someone else. Who else could it be? And in the same breath, then we say, but it's only God. God is everything. That's why I've been saying over and over that it's not about what we think or what we feel also. It is about what we are recognizing ourselves to be right now. There is openness to check this. It could be your first satsang, and you can come to this recognition. And usually I find that it is not recognition of this which is so much trouble. It is the after effects, side effects of this recognition, uh, which then the ego itself uses to try to sustain itself. So the recognition is simply here. I am here. I am aware that I am. If we don't let our mind into this, it's so clear what we're saying. I am aware that I am. But what is the side effect of this? The mind comes and says, but so what? What happened to you? What changed? Nothing. We have been saying that you have always been this. And yet we buy this idea from the mind that what happened? What changed? Nothing. You have always been this. Or the mind comes and says, okay, you got it now. It's so clear. So that later it can say, no, no, you're losing it now. You see, you got angry or you don't feel so clear now, so you must be losing it. Still selling your stories. So it is these stories that we buy. Many times we have this experience, this recognition, which is always right now, and the mind offers up a visual of this experience and says, this is it. And we burn that into our memory and we rely on that from memory to say, yes, this is what I am. We get stuck in these kind of mental states, mental visualizations of what our ideas of awareness or beingness are. So to avoid any of this, we must be fresh. No sage has ever said that he is beyond conditioning. You see? No master has ever said that I know in the future I will never buy an idea. At best, they have only said that, okay, from in this case, what I have said is that since I met my master, I've said that I have lost the ability to suffer moments for some time. But when I look back at the last 7 years, I can say that a thought has not got me for more than a few moments. But I cannot say that tomorrow no thought will get me. We don't know these things. We must always be open and fresh to these things. You see where I'm going? Just this, anything which tells you that you are like this is happening to you, that you must not be this way, this feeling must not come, that you will always now be free. No grief can ever come to you. You will always only have joy and bliss. All of these are just traps. Any idea we have about ourselves, especially these spiritual ones, are ultimately also just ideas from the mind. And the reality that is not reliant on any of this. And in this openness, in this freshness, and in this integrity, there can be no resistance. Or even if resistance comes, it cannot really last. And we see that there is nothing missing in the right now. And when we compare the words of Satsang with what our direct experience is right now, this is very, very important. We must compare the words of Satsang with the direct experience of what is right now, and not with a story of what I feel it should be or I think it should be. Then you will find actually that which I am speaking is completely true for you. And you should know by any story that we pick up about ourselves is only a doorway to suffering. But the good news is that you cannot really suffer without buying a story. You can experience pain without a story, but there is no sufferer in this pain. The sufferer is just a figment of our imagination, of our thoughts. There is no sufferer, there is no doer, there is no thinker, except as an idea. See? And many times we just presume that the words of satsang are meant for this entity, but actually they are not. There is no entity. The same mind which is selling you the stories of suffering is selling you the stories of freedom from suffering. You see, the same one said that my life is terrible because of this, this, and this, is also saying that your life can be better if you listen to satsang and things like this. But if you really listen to satsang and if you really look at where I'm pointing to, you will find that I'm not pointing to an individual entity at all. I'm speaking to you as consciousness, which is currently playing the role of a person. And all that I'm really saying is that why haven't you had enough? About this in the last 3 years of almost everyday satsang, we have answered, I feel. How do I drop the person? How do I not believe my thoughts? What are the powers of attention and belief? What is the root of identity? What is doership? What is truth? What is devotion? What is surrender? And Bhagwan answered these questions in the 1930s. Same questions. Yeah, when we read talks with Ramana, Parvati also sometimes reads, and I enjoy listening to it very much. And I have to be honest, not so much for the answer actually, because I enjoy hearing the questions and enjoy hearing that the questions were just the same. Almost 100 years ago, you see, we're still talking about the same thing. So there is something which is so deeply invested in making the idea of the person work that we are not willing to open up to the simplicity of what is being shared. And that ultimately is also a play of the same consciousness. So you must not take on any sense of personal guilt about it. Oh, I am not doing a good enough job of dropping the person. This is very popular in seeker identity. I am unworthy, or I am not doing a good enough job of dropping my person. Who is this one? Just same person voice. You see? And actually, if the ego is keeping score of identification, then with every time we buy these nonsense thoughts about unworthiness, not getting it, not dropping the person enough, not surrendered enough, not understanding enough, it's notching up 10 more points in the scoreboard for the ego. And right now, the mind might be shouting and saying, but then what do I do? He's not telling me what to do. Just to look, who is this voice and who is it talking to? And how to look, it's not some mystical, esoteric process. See? It's very, very simple. It's definitely not mystical. How to look? How do I inquire? Just by looking simply. Who am I? Am I that which is appearing? Or am I that to which that which is appearing to? Am I that which is appearing? Or am I that to which that which is appearing to? And because it's a long sentence, let me see if I can say it again one more time. Am I that which is appearing, or am I that which is appearing to? And just after I said it's very simple. Okay, am I that which is seen, or am I the seeing of it? How is that? Am I that which is seen or that which is the seeing of it? Which one am I? Which one am I? Which one are you? Are you that which is seen? Then who's seeing it? Are you not seeing it? And don't go too far yet. I know the mind wants to jump and say, I'm both, I'm both. I know, I know. Just hold on. Yeah. You see? So stay with this. Can I be that which is seen? Then who is it being seen by? What is more intimate to me? The seeing or that which is seen? And even if the mind is saying, yes, yes, I know this, just check again. It doesn't hurt. So what is everything that is seen? What is seen? The outer world is seen. Am I that in the outer world? Or is the seeing of it more intimate to me? Am I this which is also appearing in the outer world, this body, which the mind very fantastically actually makes a distinction and says outer world, no, no, not you. But the body is not outer world, isn't it? It is part of the same world, no? Same realm which is appearing. This body is a part of that. Who sees this one? Then what else is seen? Thoughts. Am I seeing them or they are seeing me? And thoughts are coming and going. Am I going along with them or I'm still here? Therefore, I cannot be these. Also seen. Same for memory, imagination. Then emotion also. We say, this morning I was feeling very frustrated. Therefore, what we are saying is before this morning, this frustration was not there. I was there. I was still there. This feeling or not, I was there. And this feeling is perceived, it's seen. And we also say, I woke up at 6:30 this morning. I went to sleep at 11 p.m. So something is already very clear about these truths. That this presence also dissolves when sleep comes and this presence comes back up. Don't give it to the mind. You sleep and you wake up. A child knows this. So that which sleeps and that which wakes up is your own presence, consciousness. And yet you are still there. To say, I went to sleep, and you say, but I don't know, I didn't have an experience of sleep because there was nothing there. How can you say I experienced sleep? There was nothing there. You are saying there was nothing there, no? Nothingness. You see? So it is not second-hand experience. Nobody told you that when you went to sleep there was nothing. You say yourself. Then you say, I woke up, which means the I am woke up. So this one that saw all of this outer and seeming inner, don't you know it is you? You know it is you actually. Who else could it be if not you? You already know it is you. Now what is the only trouble left? Oh, but my mind is saying. Is there another you here which the mind is representing? And then some of them are still grayed out, no? You know, no? Or maybe the light is dark. Okay. Is there another one of you which the mind is representing? Another one which is not getting enough attention and therefore needs this voice to come and, you know, give its opinions about things. Who is this one? Do you have a sidekick that you never knew about? Is the mind comes and complains about? Who is it representing? And if it is representing you, so you must already know what it is saying. If it is your voice, then why do you need to say it? You must already know it. If you have a pain in the stomach, the pain is already experienced. You know of the pain. Why do you need a voice to say, I have a pain in the stomach? It is already known. If you're feeling hot or cold, it is already experienced. But you will find that this mind is most often not talking about experience, but some ideas, future. You see? As simple as that. And this mind tells you that right now you are not God, you are something else. You are some person which none of us can ever find. So actually, it is not that is I can be a person. It is just the most crazy idea ever. Because nobody has ever found this one. Yeah. So almost 7 billion seemingly appear on this planet. If you were to talk to all of them and ask, nobody can show this person. And yet everybody is pretending to be one. This is Maya. We must have gone to some very good acting schools. That we took on the role so well. Now drop the act. Yeah, like that. Drop the act. Okay, act as if you're somebody else. Let's play this fun game today. Everybody in Sangha, we will exchange who we are believing ourselves to be. Let's do this. Can we do this? So Amba and Maria switch. Yes, you switch with Randir. Huh? You want to switch? Okay, you switch with Diana, Karambir and Diana, Prabha and Zia, Thomas and Hanumant. He's sleeping, so you and Mikey, huh? And Shivam and me. Okay, let's do this. Huh? And on the hangout, then Supriya and Devika, Robert and Nitya, Jayani and Anilji, and Adam and Ashima. Hmm. Now take a couple of minutes, and try to believe some thoughts about the one that you shifted with, you exchanged with. Seriously. Yes, yes, yes. This is very good. After this, actually, everyone does one exercise where they switch with me. But just for now, just the one that we decided, just give all your power of belief into believing that you are this one. Believe some thoughts about it. I feel I've played this game as Shivam before. Did we exchange also earlier? No? Huh? Yeah? Too used to your existing roles. Just I'm believing Shivam thoughts. Okay, I'll tell you. I'm believing thoughts about Kritika getting upset with me for coming to Satsang and leaving both the kids with her, and just this guy just goes off. So I'm feeling like, what is going to happen when I go back home? Will she be upset with me? Should I get some flowers for her on the way? I really hope today. I just want to. It's such a beautiful satsang. I just want to go to relaxed environment. I don't want to have any conflict. Huh? Like this, something. You find that you pick up another 10, 15 thoughts, you get very with the program, you see. It might seem like a silly exercise, but actually there's something in it. The ability to pick up identity. That is how we can pretend to be actors. No, we say, oh, he acted so well in that role because he's really got in the character. What does it mean? What does it mean to really get in the character? Are you guys doing this? Just imagine, you don't have to know the other person, because I know the mind is coming and saying, I don't know anything about this one. So just imagine how many can't believe those thoughts. Two of them can't identify. You need to do it for longer. Yes. Okay, so those who can't identify, then don't identify with your thoughts which you are accustomed to as well. Don't identify with Radha thoughts, Anandi thoughts, Mikey thoughts, Lionel thoughts. Don't identify. Same way. Now what switch? There's no switch. Diana also couldn't do it. How about the rest of you? Something you want to say? I want to hear. Where is the mic? Okay, so this is Zia.
Yeah. Only thing is she's here. If she wasn't here, it'd be easier.
Yeah, that's okay.
But
She's
I
not
could
here.
just turn to
Prabha is here.
someone else. Yeah, yeah, it's
Yeah.
Prabha.
So say something as Zia. It's okay. I know. She won't mind. I promise.
I love you, Father.
That is a safe one.
It's actually quite easy
Yes.
for some reason to
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
'Cause, what else?
Yeah. There's nothing else she is believing about herself. Say, it's okay. Not too personal, okay? You don't want to be outing all her secrets. See, they're both believing the same thought. I know, same way. The best will be that, she started looking at this thought that you usually have, and suppose it's about some boy or man or whatever, and then you believed it so much that both of you are now in love with him. Now I'm causing too much trouble.
I was just thinking how I'm gonna go back to my apartment and
Yeah, very safe,
in
safe stuff.
Taranagar.
Yeah. Okay, who else has some? Shivam, you were playing me, no? Believing this thought would be trouble. Is it on?
Yeah, so I'm this super cool guru and I have this huge diverse following. And maybe
Maybe you got the exercise wrong. It is not what you would think if you were me.
I am you. I am
It
you.
is what I am thinking right now. I believe. Joking.
Okay, okay. So maybe maybe the Sangha is hungry and I should get them all some pakoras. And I'm wondering what the kids must be doing. I hope they are being nice. And I hope business is well. I've not been paying too much attention.
Attention to
I've
it.
been involved in satsang too much.
Yeah.
And Shivam is just so cool.
Especially in that t-shirt today. It's very good. You see, but if you keep going at it, and imagine if you went at it for years and years, then you could really have this sense that I am this one, playing this role. Because this is just not even 5 minutes. No? Imagine if this exercise was 1 week, 2 weeks, you would really start getting into it. See? Take.
You remember when you said about the Jamaican man?
Yeah.
Do you remember this?
Uh,
And you said, imagine yourself to be a Jamaican
yeah,
man,
yeah, yeah.
and um, when we had to drop that, I found like there was some sort of grief that came up,
Yes.
and we
Yeah.
only did it for like
Exactly.
30 seconds,
Yes.
and there was some sort of, when you said, okay, now leave that,
Yeah.
I was like, no, this
Yeah.
this Jamaican guy that I am is
Yes.
like, I don't want to leave this
Yes.
this identity,
Yes.
and and it didn't even, it wasn't even there for so long.
Yes.
But I don't know. I don't know. I
This
just
is
felt to
attachment.
express
This is attachment.
attachment. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
This is very good. See, like this. And if you would really sit and imagine yourself to be something like we do, usually what we do is we imagine this old woman on the ghats of the Ganga and she's sitting over there and some other stories like that, and we keep just immersed in that for a few minutes. It feels like you want to know what happened next with her. You want to know what is that story going to become. You see, this is the attachment to stories, identities. Let's see also on the hangout. Anyone else has? Yeah, some only safe stuff. Who is able to pick up some belief?
Namaste, Father.
Oh, Jenny, yes, my dear, come.
I was trying to think of what Anil might think, but it was just all conditioned by my own stuff.
Yes.
But so appreciate the exercise, though, because it's so good. But then I thought about switching with you, and that was even more powerful.
Yes.
It just somehow shows, no? Like, as I was trying to think of Anil's thoughts, it was only conditioning that was able to produce anything.
Yeah.
So same for these thoughts of mine. Must be just the conditioning.
It's very powerful like this actually. We just look at this, it's a beautiful exploration into the power of belief and how belief creates the sense of identity, how belief creates the sense that I am this one.
Bhagwan, why I could not switch?
It's okay. Many here also couldn't feel like, because it's so, maybe the when we try to come up with thoughts about what the other one would be thinking, it maybe doesn't seem so natural or easy. So it's just a game, don't worry, it's not a
No, actually, nothing happened. I mean,
yeah, it's
first
okay.
of all, I did not know with whom I'm switching. But
Yes,
anyway, I mean, there was nobody to switch to.
yes. Yes.
But it was all blank. It was all blank, actually.
It's good. It's
Even when even when I listened to your satsang,
yeah.
uh,
Now
I,
don't switch back to Anil.
sorry, what was that?
I said now don't switch back to Anil. Stay with the nothing. You say that there was nothing. So stay
Yeah.
with nothing. Don't switch back to Anil.
No, I am not switching. When I view the satsang, sometimes I don't even know what you are talking. I mean, I just see the things are happening.
This is whose thought.
Anil's thought.
Yeah. So don't switch back to Anil. You see.
Okay. Okay.
This is good. Then there's
Father, I have to go now.
okay, my dear. Very good.
Just wanted to come say hi and send you my love. Love you so much. And love to everybody who's there and down here also. I love you so much.
Love you too. Thank you. Thank you. And Devika says, I was just thinking about all the things Supriya would need to know about me in order to act like me, and realizing that all of these thoughts are actually nonsense. This is very good. Realizing how much about myself I hold as true. Yes, very good. And then Supriya says, OMG. It feels this identity of Supriya is the same as Devika being imagined here. Just thoughts on a roll. Yes. That OMG reminded me of my kids. Yeah. It feels like embodying the thoughts, yes. Adam says, I enjoyed believing I was Ashima. A nice change from this one. Yes, yes, yes. Very. Let's see if we can use our power of belief in a different way now. Suppose you were to now imagine yourself to be one who is beyond all of these thoughts, who doesn't buy any story. And even if something is there, just momentary, just picked up and dropped, you find that you're not able to relate with anything, any identity which the mind is giving you. You see that every appearance is just coming and going, and you remain untouched by it. You're unable to now believe any thoughts about needing something or wanting something. Unable to believe thoughts about wanting to control life and where it is going. Imagine that you are this one who is unconcerned about their relationships, unconcerned about the money, unconcerned about work, unconcerned especially about freedom, unconcerned right now about the state of the body. Suppose you were this one who could not pick them up, any of these concerns. No relationships, no security, money, work, no freedom, wanting freedom, liberation, spiritual experiences, and no concern right now about the health of the body also. Nothing. Imagine that you are this one. Notice how this one is taking no work actually. For many of you, this one might be feeling more restful and easy. There's nothing you have to be. No story you have to convey, even about how this exercise was. Not even this you are concerned about. Even if you're falling asleep, no concern about that. Unable to be concerned about how your image is appearing right now, what people are thinking about you, none of these things. Are you not this one actually? In your most natural, original way? Notice how much work it is now to pick up your identity. All these things that concern you about so many things. Do you need any of this stuff? It's not in service to you, you leave it here. Don't pick up your name also. The world will remind you enough. You don't pick it up. Everything that needs to happen will happen on its own. You don't have to pick up anything now. Notice that some of you, some thoughts might be screaming at you saying, come on, this one. You need this one. Just laugh at it. You don't need anything at all. Don't pick up your name. Don't pick up the idea that this body is your form. Even without this name and this idea, you are still here, very naturally, effortlessly. Don't even pick up the idea that I dropped the person. No idea about whether this is good or bad. You are still here as nobody, and this nobody has no trouble. And only when you want to become the somebody again, you will also pick up trouble along with it. You don't need any idea about yourself. Right now, I have no idea about myself, and yet these words are appearing. The body is moving. Nothing has come to a stop. Nobody here who is free or bound. Nothing here that the label of the name can belong to. What else needs to be said now? And even after this, you might find that the world appears, the mind appears, trying to make a somebody out of you. The mind will try to convince you that you are your name, that you are this form, that you are some entity to whom this life belongs. It will try to convince you that you have had some revelation. It will convince you that you have something very important to say now. Or it will convince you that you must go back into silence, nothing. It's none of these. It'll only try to make a somebody out of you. Is there any separation here? Not possible. Unless you first become a somebody, or pretend to be at least. Who is going to become somebody first? What is the doorway? What is the gateway into becoming a somebody? What is the only way actually? How would you do it? If you find that doorway, then close that door. Don't walk through it. And you find the way to become a somebody, and it seems to be decorated with all welcoming flags and everything. Run from it. Yes. That door into somebody is the door to this Maya, this Leela, this pretend game of person and the play of suffering. Heaven is to just be this nobody here right now. And if there is hell, the only hell is to walk through this door. The mind is trying to sell you a very fancy ticket to this realm of suffering. Just become this one, this somebody. The ticket says, don't buy it. And if you buy it, then now you drop it. Because heaven is always here. Hell is only an idea. And at least if you want to become somebody else. Because you must be bored with yourself, with your previous role by now. That was just a joke, okay? Because otherwise, tomorrow we'll have Supriya coming and saying, Father, I'm Devika, and Devika saying, Father, how did you like the laddus I sent you from Kanpur? Yes. You take the mic.
It's not like such a bad thing to do to wonder what it's like to be someone else.
Yes.
Because when I was a child, like very young, I used to wonder
Yeah.
what would it be like to be them.
Yes.
But it actually, I feel like it probably led to wondering more about myself, because you have
Exactly.
to know who you are to
Exactly.
know who someone else is.
Exactly. Yes. 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 Exactly. I feel it's a very fun exercise. Also, there's something deeply that can be seen in this. The ability to pick up identity, which seemed like some mystical concept. Now you see for yourself, it's so simple, just to pick up ideas. Devika also says, same here, Amba. Yes. I mean, many of us played this game, pretend. Yes. Nitya says, can you give Amba a translation, please? Yes, okay, say again, I'll translate for you. I promised her that I will do this one day anyway. Say the same thing again, slowly, and I translate. She doesn't have energy to say it again. So I will translate from memory of what she said. She said, I feel it's very good to pretend to be somebody else. And even as a child, I remember pretending to be something. And I feel it's very good because to pretend to be someone else, you then start asking yourself, who am I really? You see, and it's a good way to come to more understanding about who we are. So in this pretend game, and now for some of you, it's hitting home, isn't it? When I've been saying that it's just God's pretense, the personhood, the belief in the next thought. It's just God's way of pretending to be somebody. Then I say, if you want to see God pretending to be a person, believe your next thought. Right? I'm tired of seeing God pretending to be a person mostly. So don't believe your next thought. As simple as that.
Father,
Yes, my dear, please come.
Father, I wanted to ask you something.
Yes, yes. As nobody or as somebody?
uh, Nobody. Pretending to be somebody.
But why? But why? Is it fun?
I completely forgot what I was asking you, Father. It just kind of cleared.
Because there is actually only this one question. Am I being nobody or somebody? And the answer is it is no fun to be somebody. Let's be nobody.
True, Father, because in this beautiful exercise, it was so true that it just by believing a single thought and you become this person, this identity, Supriya, sister, and just when you say that, what would be the doorway to get back into that? A thought comes that okay, 6:30 you have to go to your sister's house, and it was just as simple as that. That quickly my the attention went to this thought that okay, what's the time? And it was as simple as that. But Father, one thing that arose here was this also, that in just the space which we are a lot of times, like when there's nothing, and there is this thing that a lot of things are missed or not registered while people are talking, and so the thought does come that uh, you know people check me that you are not paying attention, you're not registering anything, you're irresponsible. Suddenly something contracts to start being more alert. But that's a question that does this happen or is it happening here?
I'm coming there to take it from you. Nothing that is not meant,
Father, I can't hear you.
nothing that is not meant to happen can happen. Can you hear? You can hear now? Okay. Nothing that is not meant to happen can happen. And nothing which is meant to happen cannot happen. Cannot not happen. But you get what I mean.
Father, I think I lost my question and I lost your answer as well.
Good. I should just speak like this in riddle conundrum. To be worried about whether you will miss something. You see?
Yes, Father. This is a thought, which is a deep thought in a lot of things.
Yes.
Maybe when it comes to even missing out satsangs, so there's a constant this chatter of missing out.
Check on anything. The only somebody that survives there is the one who is constantly checking.
It somehow survives, Father.
It's very sneaky, you see, because everything it hears, it takes it on as a way to check.
Still is.
Don't become that simple. Don't pick it up. Be Devika only for a few days. It's okay.
No, I wasn't even aware that that's the checker guy again, yeah.
I told you the other day that if it is referring to anything from the past or projecting anything in the future, it is the checker guy. Then what is left? Only now.
Father, it's a huge there's so much of gratitude to you because ever since you've told me that come from the right now, a lot has fallen off.
Can I say something?
Yes.
The one who is reporting a lot has fallen off is also the
It's
checker.
all. Father, I think I need to be on mute now.
No, because usually I'm okay with these kind of things, but you said, Father, chop it off completely. Don't let it be here at all. So then I have to live up to that promise.
That's a prayer still. Yes.
And for a while it seems a bit wobbly that then what is there for me to say? You know, like that. What? Just like I must just be quiet. Even this is the checker guy. You see, then you automatically find that naturally something just starts unfolding, which is not so concerned about what is happening, what happened, what is it feeling like. None of that. Just it becomes much lighter. But don't give this to the checker guy to see how light it is now. This is the problem with the checker guy is this one that anything you say, it says, okay, he said it'll become much lighter. So every day it brings out the weighing scales. So nothing. You forget about any of this.
Thank you, Father.
Thank you, my dear. Very good. Very good. So yesterday, I don't know what happened, but for some reason, we got we have a broadcast ban on our YouTube channel. I don't know what there was some highlight which was saying that there must be full openness and something like this, and YouTube was close to that idea. So yeah, we are open to the ban. That's why some of you must have noticed that there's new Satsang with Ananta 2 channel or something.
Father, can I come up?
You can come, my dear.
I have nothing to say, Father. I don't know why I said I want to come up, but I would just like to come up and be with you, Father.
Yes, yes, very, very good. Is there any hope about what should happen once you come up?
I will drop that.
Just like this, you're already free. But when we pick up an idea, an expectation, or a resistance to something, then we pretend to be bound. You can never actually become, you can only pretend. Just like we were pretending to be others, we are pretending to be this name that has been given to us. We are pretending to be this ego. We can never become it. The ego is the pretense itself, actually.
Your pointings are very clear, Father, and it seems like there are the ears to hear what you're saying for the first time almost, Father.
Very good. Very good. Like Devika said, no, Devika has been in satsang with me for so long, probably among the first who joined. And she said that, I want to read out actually what she said. She said, I have never quite, I have never before quite believed that it is as simple as don't believe your next thought until now. And she's heard it for so many years. But something might have resonated as being true earlier, but doubt can still come. something, thought itself coming and doubting. Then when we see today that the only way to go back into the pretense of somebody is to pick up the next thought, then you see it's as simple as not picking it up. And even when it is picked up, just to be dropped. I know when Shivani came first, she came as Louise. And we had this very simple example. She was saying, "What is this? Don't believe your next thought stuff." And I said, "It's as simple as the thought is there. It's a pen lying on the table in front of you. Don't pick it up. And there are times where you feel like you picked it up, you just drop it. If it can be," and she made some graphic out of it, if I remember. So it is actually as simple as that. Only the mind itself comes and says, "Oh, but it can't be that simple. There has to be something more. What happened now? I'm not believing. What happened to me? Where's the freedom?" All these are just thoughts, and if you buy into them, then again we are pretending to be somebody. Don't pick up the pen. For many days we were just saying this, don't pick up the pen. The somebody pen. It's funny actually that it is our signature which is our supposed to be in our realm the proof of our identity, you see, using a pen. Don't pick up your name. There is no Jesh. Now just because there is no Jesh, have you stopped existing? You're still here or no? So existence still exists as an appearance within awareness itself. But this awareness is the undying one, which has no need whatsoever for any identity. And Supriya says, "Father, can you believe I just got a whole pile of 20 papers to sign my name? Don't pick up the pen." This is a good question Ashima asks. Ashima says, "Father, are believing and non-believing a mental activity?" No, the mental activity is the appearance and the disappearance of the thoughts. Belief, the power of belief, is one of the primal powers of consciousness itself. God's power to pretend. It has the power of attention and the power of belief. These belong to this consciousness itself. Because a thought cannot believe or disbelieve itself. And the mind is nothing but a bundle of thoughts. So it is the letting go of the mental activity, which is the dropping of the belief. Suppose you were in a virtual reality movie and you put on this headset and you're playing a character. You find that you will need a voice to direct you, to say you are this one, you must go left or right, and then you will be able to complete your mission. And if it is really convincing enough, then very soon forget that this was a virtual reality headset that I put on. Okay, her question was different, Nitya said. Okay, because I can't see the full window. Okay, let's see. Not quite different, just a little different. She said, Father, believing and not believing feels like mental activity. I see. Yes, little different. Actually, you will find that the mind itself comes and says, but this is too mental and too difficult, and it feels like some sort of mental activity. But you find that not believing is your very natural state. Just like when we are sitting together like this, just and we found that we are nobody. It is so natural, isn't it? So what starts to feel unnatural or mental activity is to give belief to these thoughts. But I know that initially it can seem a bit effortful. And it's okay for it to seem a bit effortful, because this is a transcending of the seeming effort which will bring you into the effortlessness of your natural state. If we stopped all sort of belief, then we don't even need to believe in this pointing, don't believe your next thought, obviously. That we are quick to drop belief in the pointings and continue to retain belief in other things which are aiding the identity. So just like Bhagavan Ramana Maharishi said, we use these thorns, these pointings as thorns to remove other thorns. And then we throw both away. We don't hold on to anything. It's just the other day I was saying, I'm not so attached to the pointings that come from here. Don't believe your next thought. Can you stop being? Are you aware now? I feel they're helpful pointers, helpful thorns. But if someone says, oh, but this is rubbish, it's not like it'll hurt me or something. It's completely fine. I'm happy to actually look at that together with you. They're just thorns we're using to remove other thorns. So Supriya switched her video off, so she did pick up her pen, I can tell you, to sign those 20 papers. There's no obedience in this Sangha at all. It did, no? It did or no?
I did, Father, but I didn't say it was my name. This guy standing on my head. So I just wanted to sign and give it away. But for a strange reason, it just didn't feel like anything.
Yes. It can be like that, that the natural roles which are meant to continue still continue. I sign work document, checks, all this can happen. But it doesn't feel like anything, like you said. Yes.
But it was amazing because while you were just talking about that, pick up a pen to sign, there's a whole lot of papers that come in for signature.
It's fun. You can play like this. God has a lot of fun like this, actually.
But I see this a lot happening here, Father. It's like returning from.
No, don't give it to that guy, okay?
Okay. Thank you, Father.
Maria wants to say.
It is coming from me how children all the time are playing rules just for fun.
Are playing?
Rules.
Roles, yes,
oh,
yes.
sorry about
Sorry,
my
no, it's okay.
children all the time. Somehow I was remembering me with my brothers when
Yes,
we
yeah,
were, and we know that is just for fun.
yeah,
It seems like God also is playing this,
yeah.
because somehow in this satsang I was during some moments losing my identification, and
Yes,
it's
yeah,
what a big relief.
yes, exactly.
It was coming for me that also God is playing like a thief and the police, and it's
Yes.
just like a child,
It's just a
not
game.
just concerning
Yes,
I
yeah,
am God, because children are not concerning who is playing this game. I
yes.
am the police and you are the thief,
Thief,
and I'm
exactly.
catching you and I kill you. Boom.
Yes, yes,
And I was remember, and sometimes it's a big fun.
yes,
Other times there are still some identification
yes,
projecting in the rules. That's the there that the problems begin. It's something is it's catching it. Oh.
very good. Very good. Just like this, it's God's play. It's God's play to play as a person.
Just in,
Yes,
it was coming not just in mind.
yes,
Perhaps it was good to be quiet feeling it, but
yes.
also there are these urgence to, oh, Father, it is coming. It is so
Yes,
amazing. Thank you.
thank
Bye-bye.
you. Yeah, switch with Amba.
Oh, I need to say, someday I was with her in the street and a man passed with a car saying, oh, and she was, oh, imitating him. And I was just,
What?
I don't know what the man was, was selling, but she was imitating exactly like a child. And
I
I was,
have no
oh,
idea what to
amazing.
say.
I want to be like that.
Do you know the people that go by in the street and they're selling like oranges or something on the cart, and they
Selling
go
what?
like oranges or
Some
fruit or
people on the
something
streets
in
selling
Bangalore,
oranges
and
in Bangalore,
they go something like "Wow, wow, wow,"
and they go and shout, to sell the vegetables. Yes,
or something.
yeah.
And I was just he just did it, and I just copied him or something.
And
I think
she
and that's what she
copied. She
said.
copied them.
That's the story that she
Okay. You have to be in India to know this story, of how the fruit sellers and the vegetable sellers will come early in the morning and start yelling at you to buy their fruits and things. Anilji says, Muji Baba says, nothing is higher than God. Father, what does it mean? But Guruji also tells the story of this Sufi saint or someone at the door of the king. And you've heard the story, so I won't repeat the whole thing. But at the end of the story, the guard asks the saint, are you God? And the saint says, higher than that. Yes. That no thing which is higher than that. And that no thing, by the way, I have no trouble calling it God. So that is just labeling. Whether you call it no thing, awareness, knowingness, the ultimate, the absolute, or God, I'm okay with this. As long as we are clear that it is that we are referring to, and the appearance of consciousness happens within it. Then like most often, I refer to consciousness as God. I am that I am. But I'm not attached to definitions. How does Maya transform into Leela? When we give it our belief. Then the play begins. Otherwise, it's just an appearance. Krishna's Leela starts when Krishna starts believing it to be reality. Starts pretending that it is real. That is one of your primal powers. Maya is just the appearance. Leela is the play. The play cannot be like this, the individual play, without giving it your belief. Okay, let's sing something. There's no off switch on this one.
Okay. Okay. You start. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayan Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayan Vasudeva He Nath Narayan Vasudeva He Nath Narayan Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayan Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayan Vasudeva 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 Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayan Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayan Shri Krishna Govind. I don't know the whole thing. Krishna Govind Gopala. Shri Krishna Govind Gopala. Hare Krishna Govind Gopala. Govind Govind Gopala. Shri Krishna Govind Gopala. Hari Govind Govind Gopala. Shri Krishna Govind Murali Manohar Gokul Nandana Gopala. Shri Krishna Govind Murali Manohar Gokul Nandana Gopala. Krishna Govind Gopala. Hari Govind Govind Gopala. Akinandana Gopala. Danav Bhanjana Gopala. Devaki Nandana Gopala. Danav Bhanjana Gopala. Shri Krishna Govind Murali Manohar Gokul Nandana Gopala. Hari Govind Gopala. Hari Govind Govind Gopala. Shri Krishna Govind Hare Murare He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govind Hare Murare He Nath Narayan Vasudeva.
He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Hare Murare. He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govind Hare Murare. He Nath Narayan Vasudeva.
Krishna Krishna Govinda Gopala Hari Om.
Gopala Hari Om. Namo Narayana Hari Om. Govinda. Namo Narayana Gopala. Namo Narayana. Namo Krishna Krishna Govinda Gopala Hari Om. Namo Narayana Hari Om. Govinda. Namo Narayana Gopala. Namo Narayana. Namo Krishna Krishna Govinda Gopala Hari Om. Namo Narayana Govinda. Namo Narayana Gopala. Namo Narayana. Namo Krishna Krishna Govinda Gopala Hari Om. Namo Narayana Hari Om. Govinda. Namo Narayana Gopala. Namo Narayana. Namo Krishna Krishna Govinda Gopala Hari Om. Namo Narayana Hari Om. Govinda. Namo Narayana Gopala. Namo Narayana. Namo Krishna Krishna Da Gopala Hari Om. Namo Narayana Hari Om. Govinda. Namo Narayana Gopala. Namo Narayana. Hari Om. Hari. Hari Om. Govinda. Namo Narayana Gopala. Namo Narayana. Namo Krishna Krishna Govinda Gopala Hari Om. Namo Narayana Hari Om. Govinda Namo Narayana Gopala Namo Narayana Namo. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
ओम सतगुरु मुनि जी की
जय।
अनंता जी की
जय।
रघुनाथ की
जय।
बाबा जी की
जय। Thank you all so very much for joining Satsang today. Sadhguru Shri Muji Ji ki Jai.